What's up, guys? Hello. Listen, I promised you all an update weeks back about Jonathan, okay? And I realize I haven't done that yet. So, wanted to take some time today. And if you didn't see, because I don't know where this goes in FB world, if it's on your feed or not, take you back to what we set up for Jonathan. He's been struggling with securing the reading counts points for school. And it's a factor of his grade, okay? So, it's a non-negotiable, dude. You have to do the work, okay? And again, it's not that he's not capable. He didn't have a clear plan for him. And so anyway, each grading period, it was kind of tanking down his grade. So I said, all right, this is what it's going to look like for the fourth grading period. Let me know how many points you need. What is your deadline? And we're working backwards from that, right? We're reverse engineering and setting up an action plan for you to reach this goal. So we did. We broke it down. He needed 30 points by May 17th. And we needed to start securing them, okay? So I looked at the books he had home, how many chapters there were, and I divided it by the days we had left going to April 1st, right? Because this was before spring break. So how many chapters did he need to read each night? And then to be done with his books and be ready to test when we went back to school after spring break. And that was April 1st. And so if we followed through on that, if we did the small things every day, 3 chapters, 3 chapters, 3 chapters, over and over and over again, right? That consistency, we need to strengthen that muscle for him. And be ready to test come April 1st. So eventually that week in school, he did. It wasn't on my timeline because I'm not in there saying, no, he's going to test now, right? We had to wait till the teacher gave him the opportunity. And so he took the tests and he passed one of them and he didn't pass the other one. So he got, I think it was 8 points and the other book was 7. So, and if you're not familiar with reading counts, you can retake the quizzes on those books. You just have to wait 24 hours. So we talked about that and I said, okay, boy, I said, yes, we're retaking that quiz. You can do this. It's, because you have those hiccups and hurdles, you don't stop. And this is my life point with him. And this is why I feel it's so important to share out here too. This is our life point with everything. And I will preach it because I've had to learn to walk it. I've had to pull myself up, drag myself over my own personal hurdles, and keep going, whatever the goal is, right? It doesn't matter the goal. It matters the process to get to it. That's what everyone can share. That's the process that everyone can follow to be successful. To learn how to look at the small steps along the way, to learn how to overcome mentally these hurdles that we face. It's not that we can't achieve them. It's that we take ourselves out of the running because we talk ourselves out of it, because we get frustrated when it's challenging. And there's always going to be a challenge. I mean, it doesn't matter. The best laid plans, dear Lord, I try to manage this madness here pretty top notch. I try to live 10 steps ahead of my people just so it's smoother going for us. And then just flies off the rails because we're managing 4 kids here, okay? 2 teenagers. I can't call Beezy a toddler anymore, but Brenny, she's got her own magic around here that just kind of comes into our plans and goes, okay, what happens? So, man, I'm telling you, I'm going to bring it to them. I am on their side, number one, and I will always be on their side through the F's and the D's and the missing assignments. And, I left my uniform in my backpack, and I'm over here at a friend's house for a track meet because that happened. But I'm serious. Our kids need our support. They need to know we're on their side, but they also need us to help them set up for success and to not back down and to not be well, it's the 4th grading period. I'm just going to forget about it. I'll start over next year. Hell no. We start over now, right? We have those opportunities given to us daily. And it's just our awareness to recognize it. While it may suck, while we may still be dealing with the emotion of crap, this is hard, or the simple fact we don't want to. I mean, do you think he wants to do this. Like, reading just isn't his jive right now. He is a bright boy, but, we've lost some interest in it. So we're looking to get, high interest books for him, shorter books for him that, keep his attention. He can finish it, check it off, right? When we are able to check something off, it makes us feel successful. We are successful. It doesn't make us feel that way. We are successful. And the more successes we stack in our favor, the stronger our confidence grows, right? And when you're confident about something, you go into it much stronger than anxious or nervous or unsure of it because you've struggled with it for so long. You start building up those small successes and boom, you're like, I can do this. What was holding me back before? It doesn't matter because you're on the right track now, okay? And so working with Jonathan through this, I am so happy to say we are halfway to his goal. He's got 15 points now because after he retook the quiz, he got his points for it, so he's at 15. We've got 2 more books at the house, and he's got a sick day home today, just some yuck and fatigue and headache, I don't know. But he's okay enough to read, like lay in bed and read a few pages, bud. So working on that, and then, I don't know the count, I think that'll bring him 9 more points once he takes those quizzes. Do the math, that's 24, 6 more points. So we're at a good way, right? And it's not even May yet. So my first goal for him was to get these 30 points by May 17th, okay? But then my quiet goal for him is to do it before May 17th. So we're not screeching into that deadline and stressed and crammed to get it done, okay? Nobody needs that. If you've seen our April calendar, it's stupid. It's stupid because they're both in track and they're both doing baseball and softball. So I know we stacked it full, but really it's manageable and it keeps them active and we're okay with that, right? We're navigating everything else. You've got to have strategies in place when life gets busy. I mean, everyone has those busy periods. Our CPAs are drowning in busy right now, right? Because it's the crunch of tax season. So as a teacher myself, you have those busy periods where, it's assessment time and, report cards are due, or, when we have parent-teacher conferences, those are the busy pockets of school. And then, it kind of quiets down where you're in your groove and your routine. And then you have that period of busy and you've still got to learn to navigate that, right? We still, not everything else can go to hell because it's a busy period. It just can't. So, learning those skills along the way now and developing that discipline is only going to take them farther. So that's where we're at, and that's what I preach to him. And I'm just so excited that he himself is seeing the evidence of this, paying off, right? You yourself individually have to experience those successes. Watching others is amazing because it gives you belief that, hey, if they're doing it, why can't I? And if you want something similar that you see someone else working towards and they're having successes, reach out to them. Holy crap, because 9 times out of 10, probably 10 times out of 10, what they're doing can be applicable. So I had to slow that word down. Can apply to you as well. Tweak it and take what works and fits good for you and move forward with that. Everyone has their own starting point, and everyone's goals and journeys and steps along the way look different. But if you find those, that are walking a similar road that you want to achieve, follow them, reach out to them, ask questions, okay? There is nothing unknown out there, right? We have all the information and resources literally at our fingertips, right? We just have to decide what it is we want, what direction we want to take for things. And for my teenagers, that's teaching them the art of self-discipline, and prioritizing what they need to get done. We got home with Sis last night. She had 2 softball games, and then there was still homework to look at, and so we had to look at it and say, okay, what is immediate? What is ready to go for tomorrow? What do we need to get done? And then what can you stretch out and have time for? Because she's got some time at home tonight. What can we then focus on for tonight to get you ready and set up for success on Friday? Okay, as simple as it is for that, they need to start learning those steps and the questions to ask themselves along the way. So those are the kind of conversations we're having around here. I hope and pray it's paying off for our people and that they start to internalize it and build that self-discipline themselves. I know that's big, lofty goals for teenagers when everything's getting scrambled up in here. But here's what I can say. They bear witness to that every day. Like, I am showing up for them and being an example of those elements, through my own hard, through my own different look of busy, restarting in babyhood and, raising Brittany, shifting around my professional side to accommodate for that, but still being accountable, still working in areas that I love, and that I'm able to give back, even though it looks different in this time, that they can see that and that they can say, okay, well, it looks different, yes, for my mom as an adult, but those elements still apply in their lives. And the sooner they can learn that and the sooner they can start growing within it for themselves, all the more better. Thank you, God. That is our job as parents. And I'm just grateful that I am able to do that for them, to have the awareness myself, first of all, that I've learned. Going back, it was just like 5 years ago that I really opened my eyes to life and figured out that I needed to show up for myself, that I needed to get my own game plan together and figure out my own personal to-do list and how to prioritize that, right? And so now I'm able to give that back and everything that I've learned and more to my kiddos. And that makes my heart happy as a mom. And I think it would make my mom's heart happy too. So, on that note, y'all, I'm going to hop off here. I'm kind of avoiding some chores before I pick up the little ones. But anyway, I needed to give you that update. I hope you're happy for Jay as well, because he is putting in the work and doing great things. So I just wanted to celebrate him and share all of that with you guys too. Okay, have a great rest of your day. Happy Wednesday.